Alright, welcome to my day 30 progression guide. So, no level cap increase, but we should be getting one tomorrow. Go ahead and try to cap today. So starting out, you want to do Mia's Kitchen, you want to do your bounties, then you want to do your ruins, and then if you have any story left over, go ahead and complete it. Now let's talk about vitality. So starting out with joint operations. For today, we got access to boots and the belt, but the matrices aren't that great, so I probably wouldn't use vitality solutions on this one unless you really need a good pair of boots, because again, they do have grit on them, and that's one of the best pairs of gear that you can get. Now let's talk about interstellar exploration. So you want to make sure you check your stargates and see if you have 2 or more. Ideally, we're looking for nanofibers because almost every character uses nanofibers, so even if there's probably a level 2 stargate, you might want to consider doing that because there's a mass shortage of nanofibers. But if you can't find any level 3 stargates, you can consider doing dimensional trials, but just make sure it's difficulty 5. And if you need money, you want to do space-time domain, but make sure it's difficulty 5.
For other ways to get experience, you can get Rust and Iron chest, password chest, and supply pods. But other than that, check out my experience guide if you want some more ways. Then don't forget to do your daily gifts. You want to go to the black market and talk to Hopkins. You want to go to Cetus Island and do the claw machine. Then you want to do your 2 ability trainings.
Quick tip, if you get the rhythm training, Samir is MVP.
Next, you want to maintain your vehicle. So some of the best places is Astra Shelter. The next place would be Bangi Shelter. After that, we got the Black Market. And the best place, High Crows. Also attack any elemental rocks you see for crystals.
Alright, now let's talk about the road to Strife. So for today, you want to make sure you're getting your 1200 star grid. I didn't do mine yesterday, so I need to get another 1200. But what we got access to is the doubles mega arena. This was actually pretty fun. So I ended up teaming up with my friend Saphir. Now there's a couple things I noticed while we were playing the doubles mega arena. It seems like when we used the Nemesis totem, it healed both of us. So we never really lost much health. On top of that, he used Coco, I used Coco. So we were pretty healthy throughout the whole fight. He went in and did Meryl, so he did massive damage. I had Frigg, so I was able to like dodge out the way. Plus, the doubles mega arena unfortunately is pretty laggy, so I think our opponents had a tougher time trying to deal with us. I know one was trying to crow spam me, but sometimes all of us would just randomly disappear, so he couldn't really target me. On top of that, with Meryl having massive AoE and Frigg having massive AoE on top of our relics, it was not a good time for our opponent. So how did you guys enjoy the doubles mega arena? Was it fun or was it too laggy for you? Let me know down in the comments. Next, we have the weekly tab. You want to make sure you're knocking all this out and also getting everything up top. Which brings us to our challenges. So starting out with the Bygone Phantasm, you want to make sure you're doing this so that way you can climb the ranks. We only have a couple days left before the week's over. Then we got Frontier Clash. We got another attempt today, so make sure you go in there, do your attempt with your best team, and try to get all those chests so that way you can get that gold gear. Then we got the Wormhole. Today is the last day to complete the Wormhole, and if you did complete it, you want to make sure you go back in here and you do the endless mode. That way you can get that energy crystal dust. But again, if you're not able to do it, don't worry, just wait till you have a better element to deal with it. We got Void Rifts. You want to make sure and check and see if this is the first time boss for you. If it is, you want to go ahead and knock that out. If not, you can either save it or go ahead and do it to get that experience. And last but not least, we have the Apex League. If you're trying to go for Grand Marshal, you want to make sure you put in a couple hours each day. That way you can climb the ranks. Next, we want to do our daily buys. So go to shop, hot, then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now this is only if you can afford it. Then we want to go to the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust Store. Make sure you buy your advancement modules and your booster modules for the week. Then again, you got the Golden Crystal Dust, so you want to use that to upgrade the pieces of gear that you need. But remember, today is boot, so if you're going to run joint ops today, you might want to do that first before you try to go purchase any golden gear. Next, we got the Cruise Store. So again, ideally you want to buy Potent Omnium Crystals, or you want to buy Relic Shards. And you remember in my last video where I mentioned the Omnium Shield, so you may want to consider just saving your points so that way you can buy a lot of Omnium Shield relics in the future. But how you get crew points, you want to make sure you're doing your daily donations and you're knocking out your 4 missions for the week. Then we got the support store. You want to make sure you buy your 3 joint supply chips. And the best ways to do that is to do Frontier Clash normal. That way you get experience, machine parts, and 375 support points. Other way is to do Matrix Drills difficulty 1 in a team of 2 and spam that over and over and you get 150 support points. Or you can do Void Rifts and get 150 support points. Or you can farm world bosses and Force Decipher to where you get 100 support points as well as machine parts. Other things you can do, you can go achievement hunting, explore the map, or go mount farming. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, check out my day 29 video. But other than that, talk with you guys later.